bright future. Every student matters.
Now, let's look at the first question. List the similarities and differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So, if we talk about the similarities, then one of the major similarity about both the aerobic and anaerobic respiration is the release of energy. Both of these are life processes which help us in getting the energy. When we talk about aerobic respiration, or if we talk about anaerobic, both of them, the main purpose of this particular respiration, or both these respiration, is release of energy. If we talk about differences, the major difference between the two is that aerobic respiration requires oxygen, right? So it requires in the presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration do not require oxygen. So it happens in the absence of oxygen. So these are the two major similarities and dissimilarities or differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. What is the role of oxygen during the respiration? So oxygen helps in the breakdown of food to release energy, right? So whatever energy is stored in the food, oxygen's presence allows in the breaking down and release of this particular energy. During heavy exercises, we get cramps in the legs due to the accumulation of A. carbon dioxide, 2. lactic acid, 3. alcohol or water. So the answer to this question is lactic acid, because during the heavy exercises the muscle starts respiring anaerobically, and the anaerobic respiration in muscles causes the formation of lactic acid as the byproduct, and the accumulation of lactic acid causes the cramps, right? Now, next question. Yeast is used in wine and beer industries because it respires aerobically producing oxygen, aerobically producing alcohol, anaerobically producing alcohol, or anaerobically producing CO2. So the reason for the usage of yeast in the wine and beer industry is because it respires anaerobically producing alcohol, right? Also, to understand, do not get confused, students, that yeast also respires anaerobically, and one of the other byproducts is CO2. But this particular property of the yeast respiration helps in the bakery industry, right? So over here, the specific question that has been asked is about the wine and beer industry. So wine and beer industry depend on the alcohol that is produced by the yeast that respires anaerobically, right? So please do not get confused. Both the products, that is alcohol and CO2, are released in the anaerobic respiration, right? Now, moving on to the next question. Which gas present in air is essential for aerobic respiration? So oxygen present in the air is important for aerobic respiration. Why does an athlete breathe faster and deeper than usual after finishing the race? Why do they do that? First of all, is because to fulfill the energy requirements of the body, right? So this happens because running, or the athlete, suppose when the athlete finishes the race, the muscles and the whole body require more energy. The reason is because race is a high energy level activity, right? So this requires more energy, hence the body requires more oxygen, and to fulfill the oxygen requirement, the athlete starts breathing faster and deeper than usual, because the body needs more oxygen and both of these activity helps in obtaining more and more of oxygen in less time, right? Normal range of breathing rate per minute in an average adult person at rest is, so we have seen that the average rate is 15 to 18 at rest, right? As the activity increases, as the energy requirement increases, the rate of breathing also increases. What happens to breathing rate when you exercise? So when we exercise, the breathing rate increases because exercising is a high energy requiring activity. When you are sleeping, the breathing rate slows down because sleeping is slows down that or remains normal because sleeping is a low energy requiring activity. What is breathing rate? Breathing rate is the number of breaths taken in 1 minute. What is a breath? It is one inhalation and one exhalation. So one inhalation and one exhalation constitute a breath, and the number of breaths taken in 1 minute is the breathing rate in an organism. So in this way, we talked about the two processes, that is the inhalation and exhalation, which constitute the breathing. We also talked about how breathing rate is directly proportional to the exercises or the activities that we are doing. I hope you were able to understand the importance of breathing in the process called respiration. Thank you.